Andre Simone. I wouldn't expect you to know who he was. He was only the grand old man of literate connoisseurship. Anyway, he once said, "Food without wine is a corpse. Wine without food is a ghost." United and well-matched, they are body and soul, living partners. Don't you agree?
Marcel? Marcel! You here?
Jeez, I don't think I left the lights on last night. He'll kill me. If he thinks I'm cleaning up after him, he better think again.
Marcel! This is ridiculous! I'm your GM, not your maid!
That's not right. There's no way I forgot to lock the freezer.
Oh, my God!
Morning, Stell. I'm telling you, you're gonna thank me for dragging you out of bed for this one. Meet Popsicle Man. Restaurant's general manager found him. Manager's name is Olivia Moretti. Says she found the body but didn't look close enough to identify it. No obvious signs of trauma, but I guess, the guy could have froze to death, right? Anyway, I was waiting for you. I haven't checked for identification.
Italian sausage. Restaurant's certainly authentic.
I'm no expert, but that looks like some really obscure stuff. I don't think you can get that in the U.S.
It's possible the victim was shot or stabbed and then the body redressed. I'm gonna collect this just in case.
Place is a mess. But doesn't it look like someone tried to clean up after himself?
Probably didn't have time to finish the job. Looks as though Mr. Lords definitely had the means to pay for a meal here.
So I guess we're not looking at a case of dine and dash gone wrong. Hey, Stella, before you process the dining area, I wanted to introduce you to Olivia Moretti. She was the one that found the body. She seems a little shaken up still.
Ms. Moretti?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep myself together here. It was shocking to walk into the kitchen and see that body lying there. And I just thought it was Marcel, so I got out of there as fast as I could. But Marcel's okay, thank God. I really need to calm down. This is crazy. I was out late last night, so I'm tired, and I really didn't need that. When I arrived, I let myself in. I noticed someone had been eating in the dining room. Not really unusual for Marcel, so I assumed he was here, and I just walked straight back into the kitchen. And that's when I saw the body lying in the freezer. Marcel Amici. He's the owner here. I'm the general manager. One of the officers said he's in the dining area right now. I finagled a ticket to the premiere of Gabriel Richards' new film. It opened last night at the Sandstone Cinema, and then I stayed for the after party. I didn't get home until close to 3 a.m. Oh my God, Andrew! Oh no! That's Andrew Lords. Marcel didn't say anything to me about Andrew coming over here last night. If he had, I would have stayed around.
So you knew him. What can you tell us about Andrew?
You've never heard of him? He's only New York's premier food critic. Nothing is more influential than his Gold Fork review. We've met on a few occasions. I was trying to arrange for him to come to our grand opening, so it doesn't make any sense that no one told me he would be here tonight.
She seems pretty shaken up.
Yeah. Why don't you keep an eye on things here? I'm gonna go process the dining room. This is interesting. What do you make of this?
So these prints could possibly belong to one of two people, the victim or the murderer.
Ah, hello. You must be the detectives I was told to wait for.
Yes, I'm Stella Bonacera from the Crime Lab, and this is Detective Dawn Flack.
Buonasera. That's a good name. I am Marcel Amici, the owner of Tutto de Amici, what was supposed to be the greatest restaurant in Little Italy.
Mr. Amici, can you tell us what happened?
I cannot believe this is happening right now. And how does all this take place last night? It doesn't make sense. It's intolerable. And look at all this. What is this mess? My restaurant is scheduled to have its grand opening in 2 days. It was to be a red carpet affair. This has been my life's ambition, and now, with all this mess, it's ruin.
And can you tell us where you were last night, Mr. Amici?
I was catering an after-theater reception for the mayor. His taste, as you well know, is quite superb. All of my staff, well, except for Olivia, all of them were working with me at the mansion. As I recall, I was picking up the tuna around 9. And I found myself stuck in traffic, but I managed to arrive back at the mayor's no later than 10:15 last night.
Intolerable?
Well, this is my restaurant. Nobody should be in here. The work is done, you see. We are about to open, so no contractors, no cleaning service. I tell you, no one should be in my place messing it all up, or certainly not killing a man.
I'm not sure this mess should be your only concern, Mr. Amici.
This restaurant is about the art of fine Italian cuisine. Did you not see my kitchen? Do you not smell that? That food, if that's what you must call it, well, it is certainly not Italian. It is some kind of abomination, and only over my dead body would it be served at Tutto de Amici. Ah, yes, Andrew Lords. He is the most powerful man in our business, the food critic behind the Gold Fork Review. He has quite a following, but he had no reason to be here, and certainly not dead. Can you imagine the headlines now? Close a restaurant, kills city's top food critic. I'm sorry, but I don't know what you would have me say about this. For God's sakes, sniff the glass. That is not Italian wine. And why anyone would bother drinking anything else is beyond me. I'm sorry, but I don't know what you would have me say about this. This Olivia here has to be my general manager, and considering we have neither reservations nor customers, I'm sure you can conclude who this A might be.
Don, have you released Olivia Moretti from the scene?
Nope. I have her standing by in the kitchen just in case you had any further questions.
Actually, I do have one more question. It's about this gift box. Olivia, I just had a couple more questions before I let you go.
I just don't understand. How could this have happened here? It doesn't make any sense. Why was Andrew Lords here last night?
Could you explain again how you found Mr. Lords?
When I arrived, I used my key to let myself in. I noticed someone had been eating in the dining room, not unusual for Marcel. I assumed he was here, so I just walked straight back into the kitchen, and that's when I saw the body, lying in the freezer.
So you knew him. What can you tell us about Andrew?
You've never heard of him? He's only New York's premier food critic. Nothing is more influential than his Gold Fork Review. We've met on a few occasions. I was trying to arrange for him to come to our grand opening, so it doesn't make any sense that no one told me he would be here tonight. Oh, no. You know, the truth is, he might have been a harsh critic, but in private, he was quite a gentle man. I never expected something like this. We were very discreet. His wife had no idea. Yesterday was our anniversary, actually. 1 year.
He's laying it on a little heavy, don't you think?
Maybe, but let's wait till all the facts are in.
Yeah, okay. Body's heading down to the coroner's office.
Great. I'll meet him at Sid's office and we'll figure out the cause of death.
How's it going, Stella?
Depends on what you have for me, Doc.
Well, my initial inspection of the victim revealed no signs of violence. It's possible that cause of death might be myocardial infarction.
A heart attack.
That's what I just said. So, if you take a look at Mr. Lord's stomach contents, you'll see his diet alone could have induced a heart attack.
But heart attacks don't tend to lock you in a freezer.
No, not that I've seen. And I don't think your victim was sitting in that freezer very long. Liver temp seems relatively unaffected by the ambient temp. I'd say you're looking at a time of death somewhere between 9 p.m. and midnight. Okay, let's take a look inside, shall we? What you're looking at is two hearts. The right one belongs to Mr. Lords. The left one is a perfectly normal, healthy heart. Right. None of those differences appear to be significant. This gentleman can thank his parents' gene pool. Despite his abysmal diet, Mr. Lords has or had a perfectly healthy heart. No signs of heart disease. His kidneys, on the other hand, are a different story. Mr. Lord's kidney is on the right. Compare that with the healthy one on the left, and let me know what you think. The ones that stood out are the crystallized areas, renal calculi, otherwise affectionately known as kidney stones, which caused our victim's acute renal failure. That's your COD, by the way.
Okay, so are you saying Mr. Lords died of a perfectly natural renal failure?
Don't you agree?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that because, remember, I'm the coroner and you're the CSI. That's your job. Now, these kidney stones can be caused by underlying metabolic conditions such as renal tubular acidosis, Dent's disease, or medullary sponge kidney.